Good morning. It is 8:15 on Saturday, May 15th. I call to order this in-person meeting of the Westborough Board of Selectmen. This is happening before town meeting. We will stay in session and adjourn in concurrence with the end of town meeting session today. We are here live, so people who are in the high school are welcome to come and participate or watch the meeting, as well as it's being broadcast live on Westborough TV. And so we have a very quick agenda this morning. The first is our water treatment contract. And so I will let DPW Director Pant make the introduction.
All right, so good morning, everybody. So on June 30th, our current contract that operates the water treatment plant expires. So over the past months, we've been searching for proposals from potential vendors, and in April we received two proposals from two different vendors. Over the past several weeks, a panel was put together to evaluate those proposals, and so today we're here to present our recommendation to the Board of Selectmen and get your approval for what we've recommended in terms of the vendor we want to select. So the process, our RFP contained a number of criteria that we evaluated the vendors on. I think it was about 12. Essentially all of the criteria that the two vendors, which are very well known and very well established, compared equally. The one area where they differed was in the form of contract. So we offered a draft contract in our RFP. They were able to review it and provide any, the intention was that they agreed to most of what was in there. For the most part, that was the case, although they did come back with some exceptions, and that's where we found our differentiation between the two vendors. So one of the vendors came back with some substantial exceptions that we determined were not in the best interest of the town. And while these things could be negotiated when the contract, like when we move forward, there's also considerations: how much time do we want to invest in negotiations to get to where we want to be,
and cost.
And so so at the end of the day, we determined that Veolia would be the appropriate contractor to operate our plant, and that's what we recommended to you, and that's what we're looking for approval today to move forward with. So,
and the fees were slightly higher with Veolia, but that fee, I think if I read it correctly, did not outweigh the issues with the contract.
So Veolia was about $80,000 higher in the first year, but we felt that the risk of the things that they were looking for in the contract sort of far outweighed that $80,000. So.
And Veolia is the existing manager. There's some advantage to not having.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't consider that for part of the process, but.
Right.
That's just my 2 cents.
And what is the term?
I wasn't on the evaluation committee.
What is the term of the contract?
it's a 10-year term with the opportunity to extend 5 years 2 times. So it would be a total of 20 if they fulfilled the entire time.
And do you recall what our last contract was?
Term-wise?
Term.
It was the same.
10,
5, and 5.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
And we were authorized to go up to 20. Didn't we authorize to go up to 25 or something on this one? Or
I think we were authorized for this term.
The 10.
For the
This
20,
10
10,
plus
5.
two.
Yeah.
As opposed to just 3.
That's had to go. Okay.
Do we have a motion?
I'm sorry, what's the cost of the contract over its lifetime? Do we know?
Just the annual. I can tell you the annual cost.
Yeah.
The first year cost.
Yeah.
It was.
It's in here.
1.1 or something, or
1.2.
Okay, so that was in line with what?
Which is less. Both proposals were less than what we're paying now.
Yeah.
that's good.
That's good too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Great, thank you.
We'll entertain a motion.
All right, I make a motion to move to award the bid for the water facilities contract operator to Veolia Water North America, and further to authorize the town manager to negotiate and execute the contract.
I'll second that. Marshall? Oh, I don't have to say Marshall, but I am here. Yes.
Okay, any further discussion, comment, questions?
Patrick, you sat on the committee representing the board. Anything?
It was an excellent process, and I would agree with everything Chris has laid out here in regards to just a very thought out, thorough process for us to review all the material. I would agree that both of the contractors came in very comparable bids, and it really was that one item that we looked at that around the contract that we felt that was a differentiator for the two. So I'm happy with what we decided there.
Okay, any other comments or questions? Seeing none, we don't have to do a roll call.
Oh my God, this is so fun.
All in favor? It is a vote of 5-0. 5 being present. Thank you.
So also on your agenda was any outstanding items from town meeting, on the follow-up to town meeting, and I don't think we really have anything. The only thing that I was going to mention to Shelby about the body worn cameras article, and I'm asked the chief to be really clear about this, is that we noticed in the article information, it does say that the cost includes additional staff, and it does not include. And I think everyone knew that. It's about $26,000, so it's pretty clear that it doesn't include additional staff, but we want to just make sure it's very clear to the voters. So Chief Laurie will make that comment, but I just wanted you to know, in case it's not part of this presentation, we should make that comment.
Yeah. Sounds right. I also I talked with John beforehand regarding the town seal article that I assumed he was going to sort of give his own preface of what the article is and isn't on top of the presentation that we're giving anyway, and he's well prepared for that, so that we can hopefully have a reasonable discussion, but not prolonged over what it isn't. So
Great. I think that's it.
just kind of
And Alan, I like poultry to preface it to basically say we've had all these meetings, we've had
Yes.
public hearings, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know that that will stem the comments, but hopefully it does a little bit because
don't scratch around the issue.
There you go.
Here we go. We can't help ourselves.
Oh, man. I tried.
good
Okay.
eggs.
If there's nothing else, we actually don't adjourn, because we'll adjourn concurrent with the end of town meeting, so
Which allows us to vote on anything if something.
it comes up. Okay, great. See everyone at town meeting. Thank you.
Thanks much for